Humans have created some remarkable things over the last couple of centuries. Technologies that were once just fantastical dreams have become reality and changed our lives for the better, like smartphones, spaceships, and the internet. But it's not always been great. Seriously, selfie toasters? Who in the heck needs that? Okay, well, that aside, there are some truly incredible inventions out there right now that you probably didn't even know about. From robot valets to AI cameras, here are some awesome modern inventions you might have missed. Parking Pal. When you're in a rush to get somewhere, the last thing you need is to hunt down a parking space in a super busy parking lot. Is that one? Oh, no, there's a bike parked there. How about... that idiot's double parked. Oh, there's one. Oh, come on, that's just mean. It's so frustrating. But thanks to Hikvision, now robots can find a space for your car in one of the world's first automated parking system programs. These flat board-like stands are being tested in Wuzhen, China. When you enter the parking lot, you drive your car onto a stand, at which point the robot will move and rotate the vehicle via sensors into an available space. How do the robots move, you ask? Well, the technology is very familiar to us already. Like a phone, it uses 5G for communication. This enables it to bring your car back to you through a ticket machine, which takes note of your parking number. Even better, this system can be implemented in both indoor and outdoor parking lots. Supposedly, these robots could increase free spaces by 40% and are able to deal with 500 cars at any given time. This seems like a pretty extreme situation for our own parking lot problem, but when people like this exist, I can certainly see the need. A view from a vein. If you've ever had your blood taken, you'll know that locating a vein can be a pain, literally. Depending on your vascularity, it can require pressure sleeves, tourniquets, and multiple painful attempts to find a vein under the skin. What could make this process better? The Vein Viewer Vision 2, that's what. Not only does it sound like a super cool gadget from a spy movie, but it actually increases first puncture success by up to 100%. But how? Well, it projects near-infrared light, which is absorbed by your blood and tissue. The vein viewer then captures, processes, and displays this information in real time, providing an accurate image of the patient's blood pattern directly beneath the skin. Not only does this save patients from multiple puncture attempts, but it can also identify a blood pattern running as deep as 15 millimeters beneath the skin. This allows medical staff to see peripheral veins, valves, and assess in real time the refill and flushing of veins without needing to send you off for more tests. Personally, I'm all for inventions that mean I spend less time in the hospital. Picture this. Modern smartphones contain built-in cameras that are so advanced they can challenge the capabilities of some professional cameras. And with the use of artificial intelligence, or AI, on the rapid rise, the two are merging together pretty quickly. Proof of this can be found in Paragraphica, a text-to-image camera that uses AI and location data to take a photo. It uses the address, weather, and time of day, and collects this data from your surroundings using APIs, application programming interfaces. These are essentially how devices talk to one another and how they convert information into something we understand, like codes in the background running programs and apps on our phones. This means that the photo you take isn't just a snapshot, but a visual reflection of how the AI sees where you are. The viewfinder displays a real-time description of your location, and by pressing the trigger, the camera will create a visual representation of it. There are also 3 dials that let you control the data and info written for the AI to take a photo. The first dial is like a focal length on a normal camera, but it controls how far the camera will search for data on the location. The second controls are equivalent to film grain, the noise for the AI capture process, like variations in light and blur. The third controls the guidance scale, which means you can increase or decrease how closely you want the AI to follow the written prompt in the final photo. Increasing it will make the AI follow the paragraph more closely and vice versa. It could be the perfect camera for taking out blurry passerby when trying to snap a cute photo at a tourist attraction, or getting the best shot of a beautiful sunset. Sounds like a picture-perfect invention. Slide walkers. You ever wish you could walk faster than you do without expending any extra effort? If I could cruise through life like I was on a never-ending travelator, I would. I'd never be late for anything ever again. Clearly, Frederick Fua Kiang felt the same way because they designed City Gliders, a whole new generation of footwear. Aiming to give wearers easier mobility and faster speeds, the City Gliders can move up to 10% faster by utilizing a pneumatic system built into the sole of the shoe, propelling the wearer forwards. It's just like stepping onto a travelator because the design naturally increases your walking speed by up to 21%. If you take someone from a big city like London, for example, studies show they will walk roughly 2.5 miles every day. With the City Gliders, they could cover even more ground in the same amount of time, with a boost of about 1/4 mile. My only worry would be bumping into everyone in a crowded city. But if everyone had a pair, we'd all be gliding through the streets. Need a seat? If you're a little older, like me, then you'll know kneeling ain't as easy as it used to be. Something that seemed so simple a few years ago now riddles you with aches and pains, especially if you're kneeling for hours to do some DIY, gardening, or any other elder millennial tasks. Luckily, the knee seat from PaveTech exists. For $50, this seat straps onto your leg like a brace, and then when bent, transforms into a self-supported seat that protects your knees and ankles while you're kneeling. Whatever surface you come across, however hard or tough, the knee seat lets you lean comfortably on the ground without breaking your back or your bank. It also saves you from dragging a stool or chair around with you, so it's pretty convenient too. How come I've never seen these before? They look ingenious. Yes, get it? Ingenious. Look, I'm old, achy, and tired. That's the best I could do. Push the button. At this point, is there anything your smartphone can't do? You can charge it wirelessly, pay for things with it, use your voice assistant to do things without even touching it. What else could possibly advance smartphone technology further than it's already gone? Enter flat panel haptics. Researchers from Carnegie Mellon University have developed this mechanism to transform your phone's screen from flat to functional. The technology makes the screen reactively malleable, so the screen changes shape, forming buttons you can physically press down on. So the fluid-filled screens, which are able to adapt to the display and form shapes in a split second. This liquid is carried by the applied electric voltage inside the surface, allowing raised, textured bumps to appear, called electro-osmotic pumps, that are just 1.5 millimeters in thickness. But why would we need this? Well, this tech would improve smartphone use for people with visual impairments, and they're also raised enough to enhance the connection users have with the interface for tasks like typing or gaming. The feedback you get from feeling a change on the surface is called haptic or tactile feedback, and it's key for navigating the world around us, like telling one button apart from another. But with phones evolving into tools that we use for a wide variety of tasks, not just typing, haptics were largely left behind in favor of a single, smooth screen. That's why we tend to make so many typos on our phone. But we invented autocorrect to sort that out. Well, sort of. It can still get the words ducking wrong. Still, this innovation that could take the world by storm and mark the return of a more tactile approach to using devices feels good to me. Super fast cell. Charging your phone takes 1 to 2 hours usually, though it can feel like a lifetime, especially if you're in a rush. However, that could change thanks to the Store.company. These guys created phone batteries and chargers that can fully charge your phone in 30 minutes. Wait, no, I misread that. 30 seconds. How is that possible? Well, it uses nanotechnology, specifically a nanoparticle silicon hybrid, assembled into an extremely fast charging battery. Not only are the materials this uses better for the environment, but the company's CEO claims that they're 20% more power efficient, capable of storing a higher charge faster than regular batteries. Unfortunately, they were never put to market. Instead, StoreDot are now developing a silicon-based vehicle battery, which is projected for release in 2025. The phone charger was supposed to make its grand debut back in 2016, changing the game with its incredible charging speed and 90% decrease in manufacturing costs. Pivoting to electric cars must have proved the better resource of time and money, because they have now halted all plans to release the 30-second phone charger. I feel robbed. Shoe innovation. Society hasn't been great at providing those with visual impairments with a usable infrastructure. Sure, we have things like tactile paving, but we also have obstacles from bikes to trash left in the middle of pathways and sidewalks, which aren't great for people who can't see. Luckily, Innomake is here to combat this. It's a device that fixes to the front of the shoe that contains a sensor which can detect anything up to 13 feet away. When the shoe approaches an object, the Innomake will vibrate, instantly alerting you to it. And the closer you get, the more intense the vibration, so you can gauge the range of a trip hazard at a foot height without needing to see it. It even contains lights, not for the user, but to alert anyone nearby who might be on a collision course to look up from their phone and move out of the way. It even has a Bluetooth link, which can be connected to your smartphone. This way, you can adjust its sensitivity and range to objects based on your individual needs and surroundings. At $3,500 a pair for these devices, it's a little pricey, but I'd say the autonomy it affords people with visual impairments is priceless. Personal plane. Every time I fly, I can't help wishing I had my own private plane. No waiting to check in, no baggage allowances, no screaming babies. If only I had the $1 million it costs to own one. Well, while flying cars may still feel like a faraway dream, they're actually closer to reality than you'd think. The Model 3 MVP is a two-seat sport aircraft designed by Mike Van Stagen and manufactured by MVP Aero. It isn't just designed to fly, though. The floor panels can be rearranged to create a cozy camping space, equipped with a hammock and tent. Or you could go fishing, with its propellers and folding wings able to propel you out into the water. That's right, it can cruise anywhere, on land, water, air, even snow, in case you ever want to check out Antarctica. How can it withstand all these elements, though? Well, it was made from a combo of carbon fiber and fiberglass, two strong materials commonly used to construct spacecrafts, roofs, swimming pools, the list goes on. Both materials are stronger than steel, making the Model 3 pretty safe and secure for a multifunctional vehicle like this. Its regular cruise speed is 120 miles per hour. It can climb 1,000 feet per minute, and it can carry a 450-pound payload to boot. The first prototype was introduced in 2014, with its market debut set for 2017 with an astonishing $169,000 price tag. Sadly, there were numerous delays in its production until 2019, and shortly after, MVP Aero went completely radio silent. Future models or work on the aircraft have not resumed. So it's safe to assume this dream is dead in the water. I guess I'll be sticking to economy then. Solar savior. Have you ever been out somewhere and suddenly noticed your phone is low on battery? Trying to search for an outlet in public is so embarrassing, but it's about to be a thing of the past. Say hello to this solar-powered phone charger by Green Lighting, which uses light from the sun to power your phone. Yep, no more scrambling around for a public outlet. All you need is a window to attach a suction cup to. On the inside are a series of small solar panels, which converts the light outside into an electric charge. You just need to connect the cup with a standard charging cable, and you're ready to power up. You can use different cables too, meaning that it's compatible with most devices. And at 4.5 inches tall, it's perfectly portable. The blue lights on the exterior will let you know the current power level of the internal battery, with capacity to charge your phone up to full in just 4 hours. A normal outlet might take 1 to 2 hours itself, depending on the type of device and charger. So it's pretty amazing for a power source that's 93 million miles away. Robot armor. If you've ever watched a sci-fi film, you'll know how advanced technology can often be portrayed as the villain. From the Terminator's Skynet nuking humanity to Blade Runner's genetically engineered replicants demanding more to life than serving humans by destroying humans. But what if we were to improve human interaction through machines? Behold, GZI robotic appendages. Aside from making you look like Dr. Octopus from Spider-Man, their purpose is to enable humans to interact with their environment and each other. But the GZI arms won't take over the world while you sleep. This is because they don't have the hydraulics or functionality to physically hold or grasp things. This robotic-powered system is instead designed to follow your arm movements, matching the moves you make like a super cool multi-mirror image. You wear them via a powered backpack, to which these arms are attached, and they're customizable. Yep, you can choose how many arms to plug into its 6 available sockets, but be warned, with just 4 of them fixed to the pack, it can weigh over 30 pounds. That's like carrying a large mountain bike on your back. Whilst this is a very impressive first step, it probably won't be long before robots are hauling furniture and reaching the top shelves for us. But for now, it's pretty awesome just knowing that humans can officially become cyborgs. Flying supplies. Okay, I hate running errands. Drop this thing off here, make sure those letters are delivered there, post this, package that, ugh. If only there was something that could run these urgent errands for all of us. Introducing the mighty Matternet. The Matternet is an on-demand delivery drone system that can send and drop off packages between places and people with ease. Packages are placed in the Matternet docking station, which attaches them to the bottom of the drone inside and opens up to release it. Using a drone means quicker delivery and efficiency for professionals like doctors, needing to transport medicines and reports to other medical facilities. It's designed to carry payloads of up to 4.4 pounds over distances of up to 12 miles, a much quicker method than relying on typical postal services, which can take anywhere between 1 to 4 days. It can fly over cities and suburban areas easily, and is usable 24 hours, 7 days a week. Launched in 2011 in Silicon Valley, Matternet's technology has sped up the process of sending and receiving medical samples in Labor Berlin's lab by some 70%. It's also environmentally friendly, with its CO2 emissions lower than that of electric vehicles making a single delivery. It's a heaven-sent delivery system that frees up energy, effort, and a whole lot of time. Well, damn. Can they start delivering to my house, too? TP Tech. Have you ever woken in the middle of the night needing to go to the bathroom, turned on the light, and blinded yourself just to relieve your bladder, get back into bed, and not be able to fall back asleep? It's the worst. Well, someone's come up with a pretty ingenious solution to this issue, and it's not a plastic bottle on the nightstand. Say hello to glow-in-the-dark toilet paper. The paper shines at night with a ghostly green glow after being exposed to natural light all day. Okay, aside from saving you turning on the lights for your nighttime bladder break, this would be brilliant for any camping fans. No more flashlight fumbling in the dark. But that's not the only toilet paper innovation. While light, toilet paper is bulky. However, there's one version that's easy to carry around with you, wherever you may find yourself. These are toilet paper tablets. Compressed paper which will expand when you wet them with water. You can leave them wet like a wipe or wring them out to make them drier. Either way, you've got the best of both worlds, like a bidet and TP all in one. They take up so little space, you could carry them in your everyday bag, and you'd be ready for any kind of emergency, even for cleaning surfaces or spills. You can use them as kindling for fire, too, by pulling them out a little to make them fluffy. The downside? they're not flushable. While they are biodegradable, their size and texture means they easily clog toilets. But what they lack in flushability, they make up for in portability, with a packet yielding 500 to 1,000 wipes in one. With a standard toilet roll holding about 150 sheets, you'll get at least 6 rolls of this stuff for a fraction of the space they take up. I'd say these things are on a roll, except they're literally not. Two-way toothpaste. You know when you finish a tube of toothpaste, only you know there's more product hiding from you right down at the bottom of the tube? Squeezing and rolling everything to the end never makes it come out any faster. Quite ingeniously, though, this two-way toothpaste tube design solves this problem by having openings on both ends. Designed by Dominic Wilcox, I'm extremely surprised this innovation hasn't become standard. Why aren't we seeing the double-ended tube on store shelves? Perhaps it wasn't worth manufacturing new designs that didn't really add much to its function. Maybe the world just wasn't ready for toothpaste technology. Well, I know I am. Hey, Dominic, if you're watching, please get in touch. I need this. Sting Saver. If you're clamoring around the outdoors, there's a risk you might get stung by a bug or bitten by a venomous creature, neither of which is fun, and at worst, could be fatal. Luckily, the too-good-to-be-true sounding Extractor Pump by Sawyer exists. It claims to remove stingers from wasps and mosquitoes, which is interesting because wasps and mosquitoes famously don't leave their stingers in the skin. That's bees. Okay, my skepticism aside, they claim you just need to place the cup on the affected area, slide the syringe down to extract the sting, then slide it back up to release your skin. The Sawyer kit also boasts that it can be used to extract venom from snake bites. And that's where I'm going to call bull. That simply isn't possible. You can't remove venom injected into the body by sucking at a wound. That's an urban myth. As soon as venom is injected into the bloodstream, it's pumped around the body. And by the time you get this thing out and start forming a vacuum over the bite, the venom is already coursing through your system. It might remove some, but nowhere near enough to be effective. A variety of outlets have called the Sawyer extractor out for lying to customers about its uses, but it's still being sold as a miracle innovation. Well, don't let Sawyer fool you. They're trying to sell you snake oil. Keep it burning. How annoying is it when you get a hot drink and it cools down faster than you can drink it? And nothing worse than taking a swig of cold coffee. If you feel this pain, you need Ember in your life. This company has created the world's first smart mug, which allows you to set your ideal temperature for your hot drink and retain that temperature for up to an hour and a half with the built-in battery, or all day with a charging coaster. It possesses heating components with sensors to ensure the temperature control stays the same, and can automatically remember your last preferred temperature each time you use it. You can even control it from your phone with the Ember app. With a range that spans from 120 to 145 degrees Fahrenheit. Just remember, if you want to heat up your drink the old-fashioned way, don't put this device in the microwave, unless you want your Ember mug to end up like this guy's. And it would be pretty sad breaking such a cool invention, especially since prices start from $129. And that's not including the $40 charging coaster on top. Yeah, that's a lot for a mug, but it depends on how often you forget to drink your coffee. Print-a-plate. 3D printers are pretty magical. With just a click of a button, liquid resin is precisely printed out into just about any pattern you can think of. So, if you can print whatever you like, what if you could print food? Listed at $6,000, the Foodini is a 3D printer that prints actual meals from your food waste. It was made by Natural Machines, a Barcelona-based company which aims to provide a healthy and sustainable solution for food production. Every year, about 20% of food is lost or wasted in the EU alone. That's over 160 million tons. And that's what Foodini is designed to tackle. Using it means your leftovers can create a whole new dish. saving you the ingredients you would have thrown away. The way it works isn't hugely different from a typical 3D printer. Instead of resin, it uses edible ingredients squeezed out of steel capsules. You prepare the ingredients first, fill the capsule with them, and then you print out your creation in whatever pattern you like. Depending on the ingredients and shapes you use, your food can be ready in a matter of minutes. It's also equipped with a touchscreen and Wi-Fi connectivity, meaning you can print your food from your phone. Imagine the convenience of making dinner from your couch. It does look quite like vomit, though. Have you ever seen chicken look so disgusting in your life? And despite its unappetizing appearance, it regularly prints around 100 meals a day for Javier and Sergio Torres, head chefs at Cocina Hermanos Torres restaurant, Spain. In fact, Foodini supposedly outpaces the microwave, and its creators believe it will become a standard household appliance within 10 to 15 years. Well, let's just hope the price comes down a bit before then. Speedy shoes, solar chargers, high-tech toilet paper. Which ones would you buy for yourself? Drop your thoughts down in the comments below, and thanks for watching.